Misplaced Daughters, Love and Truth Reborn. Chapter 1, The Collapse of a Daughter. Xiaoqilan, as the daughter of the Zhen family, has been regarded as the pearl of the palm since she was a child, willful and arrogant, and is used to being surrounded by everyone. In the Zhen family's villa, she is always the glittering eldest lady, who accepts the service of the servants and the admiration of her relatives. However, when a strange woman appeared at the gate of the Zhen family that day and claimed that she was the real Zhen Muking, the whole family fell into chaos. For the first time, Xiaoqilan felt the fear of being deprived of power, and she was told that from now on, she was not the biological daughter of the Zhen family, and all the glory would belong to this true daughter. The Zhen family began to distance themselves from her, the former servants became indifferent, and relatives whispered ridicule at her fake identity. Xiaoqilan fell from a height and became a laughing stock in everyone's eyes. Who the hell is it? She questioned herself in tears. Chapter 2 Getting along with the same house, running in and rifting. Under the pressure of the Zhen family, Xiaoqilan and Zhen Muking were forced to live in the same room. The two have very different personalities, and they are suspicious of each other and have to cooperate. Xiaoqilan began to restrain her past arrogance and try to understand this true daughter who was once her enemy. Zhen Muking also discovered that this forgotten fake daughter actually has sincerity and kindness, and the two gradually established a subtle bond in the conflict. But the family's intrigues continued, and the Zhen family wanted to marry Xiaoqilan to Yingjihan to consolidate their interests, which put her in a new predicament. Chapter 3, Resistance and Escape. Faced with the pressure of her family, Xiaoqilan decided to escape from what was once considered a paradise and return to her biological parents. Returning to her ordinary family, she experienced a huge difference in culture and life, but also received unprecedented warmth and support. Under the teaching of her biological parents, Xiaoqilan learned to be self-reliant, let go of the arrogance of the past, and become a mature and strong woman. Chapter 4, Fateful Encounters. When her biological family was living in a stable life, Xiaoqilan met Chu Shaoqing. Chu Shaoqing is a young architect, gentle and elegant, with a deep sense of justice in his temperament. He was attracted by Xiaoqilan's strength and sincerity, and Xiaoqilan gradually discovered that he was not as simple as he seemed. From the initial passing of shoulders to the tacit cooperation later, the relationship between the two has become deeper and deeper. Chapter 5, Hidden Secrets and Family Storms. Xiaoqilan gradually discovered that the Zhen family is not as simple as it seems, and there are huge entanglements of interests behind it. Yingjihan's cunning was gradually exposed, and he not only wanted to use Xiaoqilan to consolidate his power, but also had more ulterior schemes. Zhen Muking began to suspect that someone in the family had betrayed her, and her relationship with Xiaoqilan became more and more complicated. Xiaoqilan and Chu Shaoqing teamed up to investigate, unraveling layers of fog and discovering that family secrets were closely related to the mystery of her own background. Chapter 6 Counterattack and Reversal. Xiaoqilan decided to fight back. She used the strength given by her biological parents and the support of Chu Shaoqing to challenge the existing order of the Zhen family. She is no longer the eldest lady who was at the mercy of others, but a wise and courageous female representative. Zhen Muking and her put down their mustard and became allies who fought side by side, and the two joined hands to fight against the common enemy. Yingjihan's conspiracy was exposed one by one, and his position began to waver. Chapter 7 The truth is revealed, and love is unleashed. As the family storm subsided, Xiaoqilan gradually regained her identity and dignity. She is no longer obsessed with the name of daughter, but truly understands the meaning and love of her family. Chu Shaoqing's support allowed her to get out of the haze, and the two walked hand in hand into the future. Chapter 8, On the Eve of the Storm, The Test of Trust. The night of the Zhen family's house was shrouded in a layer of cold mist, and the stone lamps in the courtyard were dimly swaying, reflecting mottled shadows. Xiaoqilan sat by the window, holding a letter she had just received in her hand. The handwriting was erratic, revealing treachery and threat. The letter warned her that if she refused to marry Ying Jihan again, the interests of the Zhen family would be severely damaged, and hinted that someone in the family was secretly conniving in the situation. She took a deep breath, determination and helplessness flashing in her eyes. The frivolity and willfulness of the past have been forced to pieces, and now she just wants to seek truth and freedom. Zhen Muking, who was Shen at the other end, approached lightly. She looked at Xia Qilan. There was no hostility in her eyes, but understanding and sympathy. Qilan, I know it won't be easy for us during this time, but we only have each other. Xia Qilan nodded, feeling the long-lost warmth from the bottom of her heart. The two shook hands tightly and vowed to tide over the difficulties together. At this moment, a rush of footsteps sounded, and Chu Shaoqing quickly entered the courtyard with his trustworthy friends, who carried newly discovered evidence, pointing to Ying Jihan secretly colluding with foreign enemies with the intention of seizing the Zhen family's property. We must expose all of this at tomorrow's family meeting, or the consequences will be dire. Chu Shaoqing's expression was grim. Xia Qilan clenched her fists, her eyes were as firm as steel. I will no longer be that manipulated chess piece. Tomorrow, I will let the truth illuminate the Zhen family. In the night wind, everyone's hearts beat faster because of the storm of tomorrow. This trial of trust within the family has just begun.